What's up, Tube? Back at you with another quick video. Not really a video, but well, I guess it could be a video, but really just an update on something I've been working on here on the 71 Chevelle build. Been so busy, man, at work that I haven't had time to really do a whole lot on this car. Been working some super crazy hours, man. So today is actually my first day in like over a week doing anything to this car, but it's not much. But I decided to I had some issues with my 67 Impala and with my sound system I had in there. My son kind of tweaked it up for me and got it right, but still was drawing a little bit more power, I guess, from the subs and how the setup was. So, you know, it wasn't nothing major, but on this build here, the 71 Chevelle, I didn't want to have to deal with none of that stuff. I wanted it to just be smooth, no issues. So I decided to go ahead and put a battery in the trunk, and I had already wired the wires up and all that to go back there, but I hadn't put the battery tray in there. So I went on Amazon, grabbed a little battery tray, slapped that thing in, and immediately I saw there was some issues. Let me just show you what I got right here. So this is the tray that I got in here, the battery tray. I just finished, well, I put it in yesterday, I think, or actually I can't remember now. I've been so busy, man. I can't remember when I put this thing in, but I put this in and I just mounted my fuse block right there for my power line, which I'm not putting an isolator or nothing like that on there. I'm just wiring it straight from the battery that's up front. I got my battery right here. But the thing that I realized is when I bought this thing, some of them have measurements, some of them didn't, but this one here, when I bought it, it didn't have measurements, but I found it somewhere else that had the measurements. So then I figured out what I needed, but what I didn't anticipate was these guys right here. These are a little bit short. These are the rods that actually come with it, and they go in here. But when I bought the battery, you know, a little cheap battery, 100 something bucks, I dropped it in there and didn't realize the battery's a little bit taller, you know. So when I went to go put the top part on here that goes like this, it was like here, it was up here, and the rod that they sent here was too short. It didn't go up high enough. I didn't really pay attention to it, and I didn't want to sit in the back. I just figured I had already belt mounted in and all that, and I just mounted mine in with some they call those let me show you here. I keep forgetting what these things are called, but I just use some of these here. I just use some of these guys right here, pressed it in with my press here, and then drilled a hole in there and pressed on my end pieces for the wire. So I just used that there, and then I got a package of bolts, and then I just screwed it down and bolted down. This sucker's tight, it's not going nowhere, but I had to modify this part of it here. So what I ended up doing is I just went down to the hardware store, grabbed a couple of these all threads, and I was going to cut the back one to add onto the front one, so that this front one would go all the way down to the bottom. It would be a little piece from the bottom up to here, and then you would see this one here, because I didn't want to have that shown. But I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I just bought the all thread, some longer all thread, cut it to the length that I needed, put a screw right here at the bottom on each one, so that this now stays all the way up to the top. And you can kind of see here, let me show you how it's gonna work now. When I go and set the battery in here, I set the battery in here now. Now I can put this guy on here like that there, you see, and now she's all locked in, she's all held in. The thing about it is, the reason why I didn't do the whole thing all the way down is because I realized you're not even gonna see that battery. Once I do my trunk, get it all locked in, this is gonna come off and then drop straight down right across the battery, so you'll never see that there. And of course I got my power line that's gonna go here to the little breaker here. Then this one is going to go from here. It's going to go from here to the power right there. And then my ground, I'm probably going to leave this one here, the ground for my amps over there, and then I'll take a ground off of here. And I was thinking about taking one of these bolts here for my bumper, cleaning it up, getting a nice shine, and then putting it right there. I haven't decided on how I was going to do that just yet, because I know I need to have a really good solid ground, and that's all I really got right now, because I didn't bring a ground from the battery. Didn't think I needed one, which I don't, because this is already grounded. I could just take this off here and run this over here to the ground from the back, and then another ground from there over to the amp. So I might just end up doing that, just keeping this one here, but just making another one, tying it back into the one that I already have there, and then tying it off on here. That might be the easier thing to do. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do instead of trying to find another ground. That don't make no sense. But yeah, so that's what I got right there. That's what she's gonna look like. I think she looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty darn good. And like I said, once this thing is locked in here, I'm shaking the whole car, it's gonna be dialed in. Man, I like that I do this. My son just changed his fuel pump out. He has some issues with his fuel pump. He just put a bigger fuel pump in. And he's got the same cutout in the back of his. Hey! He's got the same back thing like his some of my co-workers right there rolling up the street. He probably didn't know who I was. But yeah, he changed out his pump, put a bigger pump in there, and his system is working. He was only getting like 40 something PSI on his fuel, and so he did some troubleshooting and threw that pump in there. But he had easy access to it because of that cutout in there that was in the trunk here. So if you don't have that, you got to drain the tank, drop the fuel tank, pull the thing out, and do all that. And who wants to do all that, especially when you're a one-man show and you're trying to do all this stuff yourself? You get that right there, man. All you gotta do is just pop the opening up, open this bad baby up, just like that there. All you gotta do is just open this bad baby up, and yeah, got access to the sending unit and to the fuel pump right there. It's all good to go. All right, tube, I'm gonna get off of this camera. It's getting dark, man. I hate this time of year. It get dark at 5 o'clock. You know, you can't do nothing outside. But I'm off work now for a few days, man. I'm tempted to go get my Impala out of storage. I don't care if it's raining or not. I'll just keep the top up, man, and I just want to ride for a quick minute, man. I got an itch. So, all right, tube, I'll catch you back on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in 2 and 2. Peace.